It's not
I think
about
part of the
committing a
problem, though,
crime.
is that I think there was a idea that Democrats have gotten out of their skis with Mueller, and that the American public, and because you live in the real world and you represent a Midwestern state, that people are so inundated with so much information that they just think it's a witch hunt, and that's why Nancy Pelosi was so reticent, to go through with it. So, do you worry about Democrats getting out over their skis with it?
No, because I've seen what just happened in Kentucky, and what just happened in Virginia, and what just happened in Louisiana, where we had Democratic candidates win. In fact, in 2 of the states, Kentucky and Louisiana, Donald Trump had been there the night before. So I guess what I want to know is, where can we send him next? Because in this case, the Democrats and that was while impeachment was going. So I just see
you should keep
the
using
people
that.
of this country.
That's a good line.
What the people of this country want, they want an economic check, yes. They want to do something about pharmaceutical prices, college affordability, and I have big ideas for that. But they also are voting for a values check, for a patriotism check, for a decency check. And we better not forget that, our party, when we decide who heads up our ticket, because we can't afford to screw this up.
Here's my issue. Because you constantly talk about bringing this country together. You say, I'm the candidate that even Republicans can like, people that voted for Trump. You look at impeachment, it's not at all bipartisan. Not even one single Republican has voted for this. Not even one. And you compare that to when Clinton was faced with impeachment. 31 Democrats voted to open the inquiry. So if you're for bringing this country together, I feel like this impeachment is only causing us to be, as you said, 50-50. It's as far apart as you can get.
50's a lot. To me, 50% is a lot.
Where's the other? But where's the other half of it?
Well,
again, I don't look at the polls.
But not one Republican, not one. That's not a poll, though. That's actual vote in the.
Okay, but I look at it. Good point. I look at it as our constitutional duty. The chips will fall where they may. They're going to have to make their own individual decisions. But at some point, we have to realize they don't represent where the American people are on so many things. And their party needs to change. They have blocked gun safety when the majority of Trump voters want universal background checks. The majority of hunters want universal background checks for guns, and yet they keep blocking it. So my point is, this is catching up on them because they are so far afield from where the American people are.
Okay, here's something that's going to hurt you. Mitch McConnell.
Okay, good. This sounds great.
Yes, I want you to speak to this. Mitch McConnell is threatening to drag out the Senate hearings for weeks. Now, that will leave you and much of the 2020 field, like Warren, Booker, and Harris, tied up in Washington, whereas Joe Biden and Mayor Pete are free to go out there and campaign. So, and I also would like to add that you are one of those people in the middle that everybody wants, it seems. But I think if you were a man, you'd be further ahead. I'm just saying that. Because I think that...
We'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah, okay. Let's talk about how you're going to compete with this.
I have the most endorsements of electeds and former electeds of any candidate, any of them, in Iowa. And that includes a number of people, including a former Republican legislator who changed parties last spring because he said he could not stomach it anymore. And so those people are going to be my surrogates. My husband loves to campaign. My daughter loves to campaign. She's pretty good at it.
I think that's all going to work if you're not there with your family.
What else am I going to do? I have a constitutional duty, and I have to fulfill that duty. But I believe those people will be out there for me big time. Ruth Ann Gaines, who's the first African-American legislator in Iowa to endorse me. And those are my surrogates out there. They're going to be out there for me.